Okay, we're in Fort Benning, making our way to Building 4. We can see the jump towers in the distance. I believe we have to go down here to this building. It's conceivable it's over here. We'll see in a minute. This is December 4th, 2015, and Michael Nilsen's graduation from Captain's Career Course. Okay, this ain't it, Diana. Thank you very much for helping us. Michael Nilsen, congratulations, buddy. We love you. Good job, kid.
He gave us the best brief ever.
Wouldn't say that. I talked way too fast. Like everyone was good.
Nice.
Or just like I saw the point when I lost you guys, and I was like, well, I gotta keep on time.
Yeah, it was like our first hour brief.
Yeah.
See, my father is going to love this. His grandfather is.
Oh, let me get my.
He's Michael Richard Nilsen. My father's Richard Nilsen. So.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Green Beans Cafe is where Mike's hanging out. Okay, we're not going to go in there. I'm going to do a little bit of this sort of sightseeing. Well, having trouble reading this.
That's fancy class. Yeah, it's cool today. It's cool today. This is
30 degrees.
This is the armor section. The infantry section is on the other side.
There's a gift shop.
Team 3 guys. To give you an idea of like what the armor looks like.
This is the Korean War stuff. And 60. The Abrams tank today.
Don't worry, he's videoing.
He has said some very nice things about you, Mark. Thank you.
Good.
Thank
All right, I'll give you a call and catch up with you. That's my fun.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, but we know.
We love Alex, but he's good.
I love him too. I just hate him. I've known him since, I've known him for like 9 years now. Yeah, since before. Sounds really familiar.
You might have seen
He's a year behind.
So where are you from, Captain Wallace?
Chicago.
Excellent.
Suburbs.
The Windy City, huh, as they say?
Northwest suburbs of Chicago.
Nice.
It's easier to say Chicago than the northwest suburbs of Cary because no one knows where Cary is.
Ah, there we go.
It's a lot easier to say.
Well, very nice. Congratulations.
Or it's colder than it is here. Where are you all from?
Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, so it's kind of cold there.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly by it.
Michael, standing outside Sergeant Audie Murphy Club wall. Here is Sergeant Audie Murphy. Reflections are killing me here.
I don't know what that accelerated, like, accelerated rank program. They call this means that the person, they had a, so at the beginning, they had to write about our operational experience while deploying, and we had to write about like what it was like, deployed and everything. So those people were what they do is that they write, they get graded. That's the best they do around here. Digitally, and it's part of documentation of different patterns. So like the Army actually, like McMaster has his that he wrote when he came here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So like you can look back and see people, and they're actually like first-hand accounts. So you can go to like all the way back to World War I and see like this lieutenant from 82nd Airborne or 82nd Division, whatever, wrote this about this battle, and so on and so forth. And it's really influential.
Very good. You spent a lot of time here. There's classrooms in this place.
Yeah. So all the classrooms for
Yeah.
us are on the other side of the building. So we're on that side.
Oh, we were in the cavalry area.
Yeah, like that's just the displays. Like the infantry displays are all over here.
Alright, so this is where it's all going to take place. Okay, so this is the graduation booklet. I'll have to hold this up so struggling with the logistics here. Okay, this is the guest speaker. Okay, the Distinguished Accounting grad, honor grad I should say, Distinguished International grad, Leadership Award. Captain Travis Award, Iron Mike Award. That's the Commandant's list. Recognize those officers to finish in the top 20%. Michael Heim is in there. Michael Nilsen's in there. Nice going there, Michael Nilsen. Okay, so here's all the graduates. Tom Dunn is there. Who else am I gonna know here? Top of my head, I don't. See. Alex Dodola, congratulations, Alex. Okay, there's the captains all lining up over there. All filling in. There is Michael. Right over here, chit-chatting with some guys.
How you doing?
Okay, there we go. The Dunn family and Elizabeth, who is soon to join the Dunn family. Congratulations there, Elizabeth.
Did you graduate from school? I had my undergrad degree, but I was graduating in a year before grad.
Where are you going?
I'm at UAB for physician assistant.
Nice. Excellent.
You had a good trip down.
Graduation ceremony for class 04-15 of the River Catholic Career Course. At this time, please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for honors to our nation and the invocation. Major Burkhouse, the NCCC chaplain, will now provide the invocation. Please be seated.
Please join me in prayer. Almighty God, you are the giver of every good and perfect gift. And you have granted this moment to recognize and celebrate the numerous achievements of the graduates whom we honor today. We ask that your grace and favor would remain with these officers as they assume new and greater responsibilities of leadership and service within the profession of arms. None of these accomplishments will be possible without the help of family and friends, some of whom are gathered here with us. Thank you for these loved ones and for their constant love and support. Thank you also for the small group leaders instructors, and staff of the Maneuver Center of Excellence who've done so much to prepare these graduates to lead at the next level of command. As the members of Class 415 return to the maneuver force, please grant them all that they need to complete each mission with courage, with success, and most of all, with honor. Bless these proceedings now, I pray, for yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the graduating class, welcome to the graduation for the Maneuver Campus Career Course, Class 04-15. Today's official party consists of our guest speaker, Master Sergeant Brett Johnson, the Deputy Director of Training, Lieutenant Colonel Darren Sundays, and Team 2 Senior Faculty Advisor, Captain Colin Rudiger. The Maneuver Campus Career Course is a mentally rigorous 24-week academic course which covers combined arms tactics executed in support of unified land operations. Student studies focus tactical doctrine for company and battalion task forces, as well as instruction on the integration of armor, artillery, engineer, aviation, and Air Force assets. Staff subjects include intelligence, targeting, logistics, and training management. General topics include command, leadership, management, decision-making, history, communicative skills, legal subjects, battlefield communications, and simulation exercises. The course is divided into 3 phases. Company phase instructs company-level operations for infantry, armor, and striker company teams. The culmination of this phase is Battle Forge, in which students are given 6 hours to prepare and brief a complete company-level operations order. Upon successful completion of the company phase, these future commanders learn the skills required to be effective brigade and battalion-level staff officers during the battalion phase. Working as part of the battalion staff, the students prepare and brief orders for infantry, armor, and striker battalions, as well as a reconnaissance squadron. Finally, students move to the command phase and focus on training management and the day-to-day operations within a company. The officers you see before you today have successfully met the graduation requirements and are fully trained and prepared to assume duties as company commanders and assistant operation officers at the battalion and brigade level. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Captain Ben Hunter, the class leader, will introduce today's guest speaker.
Good morning. I'm going to go off script a little bit, and my peers are probably not very surprised. In fact, I think there's a running bet on how long it's going to take me to introduce my good friend and guest speaker. So I'm going to try and go over that. No, so as a class leader, and by the way, I was named the class leader just out of pure pity because I'm the oldest student. So they felt like it would be making me feel better. But as a class leader, I was tasked with finding the guest speaker. So initially, I kind of started thinking about, okay, who is a mentor, a field grade, a lieutenant colonel, a colonel, or general that could give us some good guidance on how to do our job and do our job well. We got a good bit of that during this course, and great guidance from senior leaders, and we were very fortunate for that. But then I started thinking, there is something we haven't gotten, and that is from a successful first sergeant, future sergeant major in the Ranger Battalion, how do we be good servant leaders to our subordinates and subordinate leaders? You know, some of the words that we've been told, it's a complex world, complex environment. We're charged with solving those complex problems in the future battlefield. You can turn on the news today and see how complex it is. As we study and understand the complex environment and prepare ourselves, the knowledge base to do that, I think one of the most important things is how do we be servant leaders to our subordinate leaders and our subordinates, the non-commissioned officers and soldiers in our company. And as soon as I started thinking that, Master Sergeant Johnson was the first person that came to my mind. Master Sergeant Johnson was the company first sergeant, 1st Ranger Battalion, Delta Company, when I was the XO. And one of the biggest things about Master Sergeant Johnson is that every day there was a line outside his door of soldiers, non-commissioned officers, and officers for constant mentorship and guidance. Myself, the company commander, would constantly go to him for guidance and for his leadership and mentorship. So with that being said, I'll do the official introduction to Master Sergeant Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today, Master Sergeant Brett W. Johnson. Master Sergeant Johnson entered the Army in September 1998 from Houston, Texas. Upon completion of one station unit training, airborne school, and Ranger Assessment and Selection Program, Master Sergeant Johnson was assigned to Charlie Company, 1st Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment, Hunter Army Airfield. While assigned as a platoon sergeant until being reassigned to, while assigned to 1st Ranger Battalion, he served as a rifleman, M3 gunner, team leader, squad leader, and rifle platoon sergeant until reassigned in 2010 to Fort Benning, Georgia, to the Regimental Special Troops Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment. Master Sergeant Johnson's duties while assigned to RSTB were NCOIC of the Regimental Assessment and Selection Program 1 and 2, and duties as First Sergeant for the Regimental Selection and Training Program. In February of 2012, Master Sergeant Johnson was then assigned back to 1st Ranger Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment as the Battalion Assistant Operations Sergeant, and then as the Delta Company First Sergeant in 2015. Master Sergeant Johnson currently serves as a Senior Enlisted Advisor within the Joint Special Operations Command in Fort Benning, Georgia. in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Our awards and decorations include multiple Bronze Stars, multiple MSMs, ARCOMs, ARCOM V, an Army Achievement Medal, 2 Bronze Oblique Clusters. Master Sergeant Johnson has deployed support of multiple combat operations, I believe 14 or 15 times. Ladies and gentlemen, Master Sergeant Johnson.
Can you believe that only costs $20 for him to say all that? I will tell you, it is my honor to be here to stand in front of all your great leaders here today. I'll tell you that when I got the phone call from Captain Hunter, my first thought was how far down am I on the list that he had to go to give me a call. And, I truly appreciate all the words, sir. Thank you. Thank you for making me a part of this ceremony today. It's truly my honor to be able to come back here to Fort Benning, Georgia, the home of the infantry, and to speak to 150 future leaders of our Army. I want to thank the family members. As I was sitting up here and I could hear the kids talking and crying and getting about, and it makes me happy to hear that because it's not about the 150, it's about family. And I, myself and everybody here couldn't do it without the support of the family. We live in a complex world, as Captain Hunter said, with complex problems, and as leaders, we're expected to produce results. We live in a world where our decisions have consequences of life and death. It's not easy, but this is the life that we chose, and this is our country we swore to defend. Although we live in this world of complexity, sometimes it isn't all that complex. When you walked in today, you got handed the pamphlet, and hopefully some of you, if you're not too tired of reading through the course, you read the jargon of the piece of paper that came out. If not, read it afterwards, the speech will make more sense. And like all good problem-solving leaders, if you did read it, you immediately try to make sense of the words, as did I. What if I told you that the process is to do laundry, to do a load of laundry? That's what that means on that piece of paper. Does it make sense? Does it become more clear? As leaders, we provide the context, the experience, the mentorship for our subordinates who may perceive something as complex. As commanders, you're going to face many complex problems. But remember, you're absolutely not alone. The relationships that you build with your peers to your left and your right, the relationships that you build with your first sergeant, will enable and shape the decisions that you will make.
the decisions that ultimately fall under your command. Remember, it is not NCO and officer business, it's leader business. People are our most precious resource, our number one asset. So take care of them as commanders. How? Prepare them for war. Master the basics. Do the routine things routinely and do them right. This will instill the esprit de corps and the unit cohesion that you long for as a commander. Tough training brings units closer together. All the cool guy equipment in all the world won't do you a bit of good if your company can't make it to the objective and close with and destroy the enemy. The little things absolutely 100% matter. Everything. Trust your NCOs to train the men. Trust but verify. And that means get out from behind your desk and your computer and go out there and get with your men. They want to see you. They want to see you out there getting dirty with them. It's your last time. Go get some. Give guidance and intent. Intent that allows freedom of maneuver. Encourage initiative and encourage feedback from the bottom up. You'd be amazed how smart some of the young guys are in your companies. But never forget that the decision lies with you. Take risk. It's okay to take risk. And it's not about a piece of paper that you sign and have to send in the battalion commander so you can go out and do training. Let's have the discussion with your leaders on how to mitigate risk. What are the risks that you face? And make sure that's disseminated throughout. Not everything is black and white, as you know. And not everything's written in a manual. Common sense is absolutely 100% encouraged. Okay, sometimes our Army and our military can take some things that are not so common and make it somewhat difficult. Common sense is encouraged. Challenge yourself on a daily basis. Earn your position every day. It is not right to be a company commander, to be a first sergeant, to be a sergeant major. You have to earn it every single day. Don't rest on what you did yesterday. So for the better part of 17 years I spent in the 75th Ranger Regiment. I'm forever grateful for the opportunities that I had while serving there. Although I may never go back, I can say that I have no regrets. Absolutely none. There are many things I absolutely could have done better. Absolutely. But I wouldn't change it for the world. And every 2 years here at Fort Benning, Georgia, pretty much everybody on post, unless you're in the Ranger Regiment, cringe because here comes the Ranger Regiment descending on the drop zone out there for Ranger Rendezvous. And at that event, we come together as the RCO passes the torch off to the next RCOs coming in. We do sports, we do shooting, endurance races, combatives, you name it. But what's most impactful to me about that wasn't who's the new RCO and what buddies I get to see. It's for the past members of the unit that came, that paved the way ahead for where we are today. The leaders who are innovative and not afraid to take risks for the greater good of the unit. Men that I looked up to. Men that came to the event every year to see their regiment and what it was today. They would sit and tell stories of their time and ask us of ours. It was then I realized how important this event really was and how my duty, not just to the unit or to the Army, but to my country, to teach, to coach, to mentor the future leaders of our Army. I would ask the men in my company, what do you want Ranger Rendezvous to look like when you come back? What are you doing today for the future of our organization and the betterment of the Army and the betterment of our country? I would ask you all the same. What do you want our Army to look like? What are you doing to prepare yourself for command? And what are you doing to prepare your lieutenants for command as they move on? What things did you like, and what things that you didn't like, and what things didn't you know before you went into command that you want them to know? As I said, we live in a complex world with complex problems. And you have the duty to make our Army better. Better every day. Remember, when you take command of that company, you're not alone.
Trust your instincts. Do what is right for the unit and for the Army, and never, ever settle for second place. Godspeed in every single one of you in your future endeavors. Thank you for your service, and God bless our great nation. Maneuver Captain's Career Course, Class 04-15, prepare to graduate. The top student of each class is designated as the Distinguished Honor Graduate. The Distinguished Honor Graduate for Class 04-15 is Captain Nathan Turk. In recognition of his achievements, he will receive a letter of commendation from the Commander of the Maneuver Center of Excellence, a copy of the book Words for Warriors, Professional Soldier's Notebook by Colonel Retired Ralph Puckett, and the Army Commendation Medal. Additionally, Captain Turk will be receiving from the Military Officers Association of America a 3-year premium membership and $200. Captain Turk's follow-on assignment is to Charlie Company, 1st and 121st Infantry Regiment, 48th IVCT, Georgia Army National Guard. Please join me in a round of applause for Captain Turk. The top international student in the class is designated as the Distinguished International Honor Graduate. The international officer who has attained this distinction for Class 04-15 is Lieutenant Kolodigan from the nation of Estonia. In recognition of his achievement, he will receive a copy of the book Words for Warriors and a letter of commendation that will be forwarded to his nation's military attaché in Washington, D.C. for inclusion in his official record. Please join me in a round of applause for Lieutenant Kolodigan. The Leadership Award is presented to the student who has demonstrated exceptional leadership traits throughout the course. Captain Will Lambeth is the recipient of this distinction for Class 04-15. In recognition of this honor, Captain Lambeth will receive the Army Achievement Medal and a copy of the book Words for Warriors. His follow-on assignment is to the 1st Marine Division. Captain Lambeth is also on the Commandant's list. Please join me in a round of applause for Captain Lambeth. The Distinguished Rider Award is presented to the officer who has achieved the highest overall average in all written assignments during the course. The Distinguished Rider of Class 04-15 is Captain Daniel Kerber. In recognition of Captain Kerber's achievements, he will receive an Army Achievement Medal, appropriate remarks on his academic evaluation report, and a copy of the book Words for Warriors. Captain Kerber is also on the Commandant's list. Please join me in a round of applause for Captain Kerber. The Travis Patrick Award is presented to the student with the best analysis on drivers of stability and drivers of instability papers. These papers utilize operational and mission variables to analyze the country of their choice. The recipient of the Travis Patrick Award for Class 04-15 is Captain Michael Hine. As the recipient of the Patrick Award, Captain Hine will receive a copy of the book A Soldier's Dream by William Doyle and a pin set with a Patrick coin donated by the Patrick family. Please join me in a round of applause for Captain Hine. The Iron Mike Physical Fitness Award is presented to the students who placed first during the class's Iron Mike competition. The rigorous buddy team event consisted of 11 stations spread across a course of nearly 10 miles that tested participants' physical and mental fortitude. Captain Ben Hunter and Captain Jordan Ames are the winners of the Class 04-15 Iron Mike competition. In recognition of their outstanding performance, they will receive the Army Achievement Medal, the Iron Mike Trophy, and commendable remarks denoting this achievement on their academic evaluation report. Captain Hunter is also on the Commandant's list. Please join me in a round of applause for Captain Hunter and Captain Ames. top 20% of students are recognized for honors by being placed on the Commandant's list. Each officer will receive an annotation and appropriate remarks on his academic evaluation report. Please withhold any applause until all members of the Commandant's list have been recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, Class 04-15 Commandant's list graduates are Captain Gunnar Bort, Norway. Captain Eric Caldwell. Captain Austin Carroll. Captain Brian Duke. Lieutenant Neil Ellsworth, United States Marine. Captain Robert Ettore. Captain Cliff Favors. Captain Sean Fox. Captain Nicholas Gruning. Captain Zach Harley. Captain Philip Hayward. Captain Robert Kirkwood. Captain Jason Krimmers, United States Marine. Captain Adam Larry. Captain Mark Lewis. Captain Michael Nilsen. Captain John Orendorf. Captain Ryan Orsini. Captain Kevin Pavnika. Captain David Swanson. Captain Alex Turpin. Captain Mark Wanamaker. Captain Kamal Wheeler. Captain Singa Wu, South Korea. Major Mohammed Zunaid, Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Commandant's list. Please join me in a round of applause for these officers. Please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. The graduates of Class 04-15 are as follows. Captain Nidal Majid, Lebanon. Captain Alan Akil, Lebanon. Captain Salim Al-Barka, Saudi Arabia.
Vietnam.
Captain Walid Al-Azmeli, Oman.
Wow.
Captain Abdullah Al-Antani, Saudi Arabia. Captain Bandar Al-Anazi, Saudi Arabia. Captain Faisal Al-Dahi, Saudi Arabia. Major Salim Al-Khalili, Oman. Captain Bashar Al-Quda, Jordan. Captain Paul Ango. Captain Brandon Bates. Captain Jonathan Beck. Captain Warren Beck. Captain Ignacio Bertazzo, Brazil. Captain Joseph Boland. Captain Elliot Bolts. Captain Adam Bone. Captain James Brady. Captain Alexander Brown. Captain Philip Brown. Captain Jeff Bryan, United States Marine. Captain Charles Bruce. Major Lucas Butz, Switzerland. Captain Junho Choi, South Korea. Captain Randall Combs. Captain Matthew Coulthard. Captain Ryan Cutcliffe. Captain John Sakota. Captain Kylan Dawson. Captain Joshua Dean. Jason Delasuo. Captain Richard Dixon. Captain Daniel Dudzinski. Captain Thomas Dunn.
Nice.
Captain Mohammed Al-Azal, Lebanon. Captain Nicholas Fazno. Captain Marco Fava, Italy. Captain Zachary Froelich. Captain Gregory Gaines. Captain Jonathan Gaiman, United States Marine. Captain James Gibbs. Captain William Gilkinson. Captain Alex Graves. Captain Charles Gray. Captain Thomas Broom. Captain Christina Shadow. Captain Jay Harris. Captain Corey Hastings. Captain Mitchell Hastings. Captain Aaron Hatfield. Captain John Haynes. Captain Alex Herb. Captain Curtis Hoffman. Captain John Holt. Captain Jacob Howell. Captain Daniel Hubert. Captain Christopher Ingram. Captain Joseph Jenkins. Captain Frank Kessler. Captain Jeremy Kinder. Captain Nicholas Kirkland. Lieutenant Michael Cody. Captain Matthew Trimble. Major Salah Adin Latif, Morocco. Captain Dustin Lawrence. Captain Joseph Leary. Captain Ross Lee. Captain Robert Lennon. Captain Daniel Little. Captain John LaHood. Captain G. Masilli, Botswana. Captain Brian McCoskey. Captain Jared Melendez. Captain Joshua Mendez. Captain Todd Miller. Captain Armand Mizrahian, Armenia. Captain Frederick Mitchell. Captain Stephen Moody. Captain Adam Moore. Captain William Davis. Captain Patrick Wynn. Lieutenant Rune Nika, Albania. Captain Ross Nolan. Major William O'Mang, Ghana. Captain Scott Oppinger. Captain Maya Paris. Captain Willard Phillips. Captain Matthew Piccolo. Lieutenant Serhat Plak, Turkey. Captain William Court. Captain Gede Pranggana, Indonesia. Major Alexander Raim, Moldova. Captain Jared Ray. Captain Ernest Richards, Jamaica. Captain Justin Rohrbaugh, United States Marine. Captain John Shook. Captain Nathan Shaker. Major Gunjan Sharma, India. Captain Timothy Skinner. Captain Kenneth Smith. Captain Stephen Sater. Captain Daniel Spector. Captain Alexander Stadola.
Right, Alex.
Captain John Strickland. Captain Jacob Stuckey. Captain Lucas Sullivan. Captain Jason Zarani. Captain James Teskey. Captain Benjamin Thompson. Captain Carl Tiemann. Captain Brett Tinder. Captain William Walker. Captain James Wallace. Captain Jacob Wesley. Captain Zachary West. Captain J. Yu. Captain William Zelina. gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for Class 04. The Small Group Leader of the Cycle Award is presented to the small group leader nominated by students for his excellence and professionalism. The officer who has attained this distinction for Class 0415 is Captain Moises Jimenez. In recognition of his performance, he will receive the Army Achievement Medal. Please join me in a round of applause for Captain Jimenez. The Director of Training Support Staff Cycle Award is presented to the support staff of the cycle nominated for excellence and professionalism in support of Class 04-15. Major Berghaus has attained this distinction for Class 0415. For the duration of this class's instruction, Major Berghaus provided valuable instruction in commanders programs, ethics, and provided comprehensive spiritual support to Class 04-15. In recognition of his dedication and performance, Major Berghaus will receive the Army Achievement Medal. Please join me in a round of applause for Major Berghaus. At this time, the class leader, Captain Ben Hunter, will present Master Sergeant Johnson with a token of appreciation for speaking in today's graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the benediction, the playing of the Army song, and the departure of the initial party.
Please join me in prayer. Our gracious God, send us forth with your blessing as we leave here this morning, and as we continue to celebrate the accomplishment that this ceremony commemorates. Extend your goodness and providential care to each one gathered in this assembly of colleagues, family, and friends. We also think of friends and fellow soldiers and Marines from whom we are separated. Bless those among them who, at this moment, stand in harm's way, guarding our freedoms and our way of life. Heavenly Father, continue to inspire all of us to a lifetime of service, and help us each day to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly before you. All of this I ask in your name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the graduation ceremony for the Maneuver Captain's Career Course Class 0415. Thank you for attending today's ceremony. Have a great day and good luck.
Nice. There they are, the Duns.
Jump with y'all. Sure. Let's hurry off.
Let me go see if he's. Ben showed me the way. All right, guys, I have arrived. Tom, congratulations. Good job. Congratulations on several things. Michael, congratulations. Come on, get together. Come on, you guys. Get the captains together.
Excuse me, sir.
There we go, no problem. Come on, Tom, you got a better shot here.
Definitely. There's sometimes reception go, like the defense out.
Nice.
I don't want to remember that.
Nice. There they are. Okay, so we need to get some family action here. Okay, Diana, Rosalie, Elizabeth, circle around them. Okay, Tom, so you hold this, I'll get in, then I'll come back and I'll take a picture with you.
Yep.
Okay, it's on, I think. Is the red dot on?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, so it's still filming.
Everybody got Rosalie on my left, Elizabeth, Thomas, Michael, Diana.
Okay, good.
Mike.
Now, Tom, you get in there, and I'll take a picture with your camera.
Sure.
But I have to get you on here. I'm running out of tape. The Dunn and the Nilsen family, together for quite a while. Okay, here we go. It's going to end my film. Okay. Congratulations. The newly engaged. Elizabeth's going to tell us soon about the whole, like, oh yeah. Nice. All right, there he is. Tom's been the famous still photographer for West Point and the Army.
Thank you, Mike.
And I have been the videographer. There they are. Okay, so this is Grandpa. We're gonna get we have the German, the German. What is that badge?
Proficiency badge.
Proficiency badge. So
Yep.
it's captain bars.
Just like last time.
Infantry. The up here in the corner is.
That's just the crest for my unit, my old unit. The 3-187 crest.
Got it.
Rocket
okay.
sign. So.
And of course the 101st Airborne.
Yep. Should I deploy the 101st?
Ranger tab.
Yep. Airborne, air assault. So good times.
What are these things?
It's just ribbons for being in the Army for the most part.
Anything for Afghanistan deployment?
Not yet. I'm going to put that on once it gets up on my officer record brief. So
Nice.
that should be uploaded pretty soon.
Nice. Okay. Good job, kiddo. I love you.
No, that's the class leader, Hunter. So Dad, I'm gonna head back to the apartment.
Okay, that is the end of the ceremony. We're gonna go to Mike's house now. Okay, so this is, we're actually leaving the entrance for Fort Benning, going to Columbus, Georgia. The other side of this says Fort Benning. This is the big, nice entrance now that they have, which I was very impressed by coming in. Okay, that's it, going to Mike's house. Okay, it's Michael's car. It's looking good still. Our car behind it. Alex, I have to officially add you to our video. Congratulations. Hello, Christina.
Hey, how
Congratulations. To you as well.
Hey there.
Okay, good to see you. Long time no see.
I know.
Gosh. So you got in last night?
Yeah.
Made it safe and sound? Weather's much nicer today.
It is. It's beautiful.
Perfect today.
Seriously, we had Tiger. Looked just like Checkers.
There you go.
Okay, here it is. Apartment 309. And this is a nice find, Alex.
It is. It is.
It's huge.
It's a good deal. So.
1,500 square feet. It's really nice.
I mean,
Here he is.
it's as big as some people's houses.
Yeah, 1,500 square feet for
Oh yeah, absolutely.
$1,200 a month.
That's excellent. Oh man. Look at the size of this kitchen. All these cabinets.
Who's
Nice find here, Alex.
Oh, you just like toss it over.
We're gonna have to hire you to help him find something at Fort Bragg. Well, you were there already, so you should be able to give him
Yeah,
kudos.
I gave him some good places to look at. So.
Okay. There he is. Alex Sadola. Captain in U.S. Army. Passing captain's career course.
Passing.
Getting through.
They've all met the standard. That's what I like to say.
The big tapestry at West Point.
I was like, oh, is this the Nilsen that's on the West Point Parents Forum that my mom always talks about? I was like, oh, this is the same Nilsen.
Yeah, that's that guy.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, we can get you.
I have most of my stuff.
Oh.
We didn't see
I don't care.
Do you have an Audie Murphy coin?
No, you don't get the Audie Murphy coin unless you join the club. You can't join the club as an officer. It's an enlisted club.
Oh.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, it's like one of those.
Mills and Warehouse has been turned into condominiums. And there's a big set of stacks over here, which I can't see. We're in Columbus, Georgia. And Mike's taking us for a walking tour of the town. Mike and Diana, right underneath the giant water tower that sits next to this old warehouse. Oh, wow, look at that river. Cool. Up. Huh. Very cool. We just went down this thing. Wow, that's pretty cool. Old warehouse. Gonna go over here and see if we can get some more of these guys doing this whitewater rafting. You can see that they've fixed up this building, and some of the old stuff that was not fixed up. Look at this. Hope to see some more rafts come through. To keep our eyes open. Now, how often do they come through here, Mike? Those people over there Oh, it's right into the sun. Look at these guys. Okay, what's kind of incredible here is that it looks like these rafts are actually motorized and they're making their way back and then releasing themselves once they get up. Maybe not. Oh, they're going to go right into here. There they go. They're going to push their way through. That's too funny. Okay. Doesn't look like they're coming back. No, maybe they are. Holy crap, look at this guy. This guy is riding the wave. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay, the rafters are way down the way now. There's the big pile of rocks. Behind this is where we saw that guy in the water. You know what, you guys just, oh sorry. You just missed something over here which was really bizarre. Did you see the guy in the water?
Yes, we saw him.
I was standing right next to him. And he was riding, no, he was surfing the wave.
He's right there. He's literally right there.
Let's see this guy do this again. There he is, he just jumped in. He's ready to go out there, find himself this wave. Look at how rough that water is. Looks like Niagara Falls. There he goes. He got into the wave again. He is riding the wave. He can do it before he loses control. Okay. Water is rushing forward. Massive amounts. Goes. I apparently have a lot of that here.
Chad needs to get his career course in the next year, otherwise he's going to get that review, and if
Okay, so this is Michael's place. This is Michael's place. Greystone at Columbus Park. We're gonna get in here and we're gonna go inside. Okay, so we just went through the gate. Michael's. Hey, this is a nice grandstand.
Oh, yeah, the grounds are beautiful.
You know? You got this beautiful, like, main building over here and a pool.
Hydrangeas, yeah, the grasses. I mean, in the summer they're supposed to look beautiful. It looks pretty now.
Yeah, exactly. And Mike is right up here. Right up there. Okay. So we've got all these sorts of townhomes. We've got this guy here, which is Michael's. It's a gated community. It's very nice. Good job by Alex. Okay, we're going down to the restaurant. This is kind of an interesting thing up here. Almost looks like a giant bird's nest.
No, I didn't purchase it for myself. It was bought as a
There we go. We're in this beautiful restaurant. I guess it's the Bay House. Diana, over here.
Yeah, like if you go to
This
the
side, Diana.
a Christmas tree.
Oh, is it the better side?
Erica, I totally laughed at you for taking that, and then I totally went to sing.
I know. We are getting the ultimate hookup for pictures.
There we go.
Studio setup.
I'm doing the video.
Stop. He has a video camera.
Hello, Erica.
Hello.
Oh, they're all moving. Okay, forget about it. Okay, this is where we were. Beautiful. And this, I understand, is the zip line that takes you over to Alabama. Okay, we are at the World of Coca-Cola. Diana is modeling next to the Christmas ornaments. Nice. Yeah, this is really kind of neat. Look at that stuff over there. This is a little truck. There is the big room. There we go. And we have a show coming in a couple minutes.
From all over the world, representing 17 different languages in over 25 different countries. Please feel free to take as many photos of all the artifacts you see here on the glass wall and back wall as well, for this will be your first and your last stop here in this room. Right above me, there are 5 monitors showing each artifact, the country where it was from, and the year that it was made. Good afternoon, everyone. So how's everyone doing today?
Good.
Are you guys excited to be here? Yeah. So who's thirsty? Me! Let's try that again. So who's thirsty? Me! Okay, well, we have this group very thirsty. So, because we make sure that everyone doesn't ever leave thirsty here at the World of Coca-Cola. So where is everyone traveling from? Raise your hands if you're locals around Atlanta or anywhere in the state of Georgia. Raise your hands. Welcome, locals. Welcome. What about from around the country, around the U.S.? Raise your hands. Alrighty, keep them up. Where are you guys from? Virginia. Welcome. Back here. Florida. Welcome. Houston. Welcome. Over here. North Carolina. Welcome. Cincinnati, welcome. Over here. Nashville, welcome. Florida, welcome.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, welcome. Over here. Florida, welcome. What about from around the world, around the globe? Raise your hands. Alrighty, where are you guys from? Over here? Mexico, welcome back here. Korea, welcome. Toronto, welcome. Over here? Alberta, Canada, welcome. So as you can see, we all come from all over the world and all over the country, but we're all here today for one theme, and that theme is our love for Coca-Cola. So that was about 30%, so let's try that again, but with more energy and more enthusiasm so we can reach 100%. We all come from all over the world and all over the country, but we're all here today for one theme, and that theme is our love for Coca-Cola. Yes, happiness and energy, love it. So my name's Miko, and I'm your ambassador here at the Loft, and we'll be inside the Coca-Cola Theater. I will do an overview of what you're going to be expecting to see here at the world of Coca-Cola. We're going to be here in the Loft for a few minutes. I'll go over some historical facts, show you some artifacts throughout the years, and some from all over the world. Next, we'll be going inside the Coca-Cola Theater, where we'll be watching a very special film titled Moments of Happiness. Forewarning, it will make you happy. Next, we'll be going into the hub, the heart and soul here at the world of Coca-Cola, and that is where you will begin your self-guided tour. So once we're in the hub, you'll see two levels, level 1 and level 2. Level 1, on the first floor, we have 3 exhibits. The first is the vault, where we house the secret formula. Second is milestones, where we show you an in-depth detailed history of Coca-Cola. And third is bottle works, where we show you the bottling process. And we have our mascot. Who is he? Mr. Polar Bear. Yes, he is here, and he's ready to take pictures of every single one of y'all. So make sure you take a picture with our one and only Mr. Polar Bear. Up on the second floor, on level 2, we have 4 exhibits. The first is the 4D theater. Strobe light, wind, water, special effects, and what makes it 4D? Moving seats. So make sure to catch the 4D theater. We also have up the 129th anniversary. So we're very happy and excited about that milestone. Right next to me, we have the oldest artifact here, the porcelain syrup dispenser from 1896. So we go from the oldest artifact to the newest and latest artifact, the Keurig cold machine. Now you can make your very own Coca-Cola in your very own home. So for some more information, you can visit KeurigCold.com. So from 1886 all the way to 1956, for 70 years, Coca-Cola was only sold for 5 cents. So any guesses how much it went up after 1956? A mere 6 cents. They called it highway robbery back in the day. And you see these cardboard cutouts you see on both sides of me of the snowmen, the fishes in these umbrellas over here. These were called bassoons from the 1920s, 30s, and 40s. They were displayed on pharmacy and restaurant windows to show to everyone in town that Coca-Cola was being sold over there. Over here, we have our piggy banks from the 1950s and the 1960s. You would put 1 penny in and out came 1 sip of Coca-Cola. In between the piggy banks, we have our 6-pack. Coca-Cola invented the 6-pack in 1923. Over here on your right corner, we have our contour glass bottle. This year marks the 100th anniversary of this specialized bottle. Right beside me, we have our commemorative gold can from the 2008 Beijing Summer Olympics. Coca-Cola has been a major sponsor of the Olympics since 1928, and when you visit Milestones, make sure you visit the Olympic history section of Milestones. Over here on your left corner, we have our vintage Coca-Cola pants. First sold in 1972 for only $2.98. And now if everyone can turn and face the back wall for me, please. Up on the very top, you see the silver letters of the Coca-Cola Company, written in our Spencerian script. This was housed outside of our headquarters from 1919 all the way to 1979, for 60 long years, so you can only imagine the weather damage it had to endure. And still facing the back wall, we're going to begin from right to left, so starting here to your right, you see a poster board of a glass Coca-Cola bottle with the slogan, Open Happiness. That is our current slogan for the Coca-Cola Company, Open Happiness, because happiness is all around us every day. To the left of that, you see a red poster board of a soccer player drinking Coca-Cola. This comes to us all the way from Vietnam, and that translates to Coca-Cola Cool. Right beside that, you see 2 poster boards, one of a couple and one of 3 friends. Mak Mapaze drink Coca-Cola. That translates to take a break and drink Coca-Cola. And these 2 come to us all the way from Germany. Right down the middle, you see a beautiful white vertical banner of a red Coca-Cola bottle, bursting out colorful images reading, El lado Coca-Cola de la vida. That translates to live on the Coca-Cola side of life, and this comes to us all the way from Colombia. To the left of that, you see a red oval, which reads Bouvet Coca-Cola Glacé. That translates to drink Coca-Cola ice cold, and that comes to us all the way from Quebec, Canada. Right beside that, you see a poster board of Play Refresh of 4 African-American football players, 3 Cleveland Browns, and 1 New York Giant. Coca-Cola was one of the first companies to advertise African-American athletes back in 1953. And now if everyone can turn this Bibo Kiwi Mango from South Africa and Inca Cola from Peru. And 2 of my other favorites are Lingonberry from Sweden and Vegetator from Japan. So in a few moments we'll be watching a very special film titled Moments of Happiness. It premiered here in March of last year and it is exclusive here at the World of Coca-Cola. So we kindly ask once the film begins, no photography or video recording of any kind, please. And I hope it brings a smile to your face and joy to your hearts, and I'll see you after it ends into the hub. So thank you and enjoy the film.
That's so funny.
The company had a laboratory space located on the ground floor in the corner of the building. It was a triangular-shaped room, enclosed with a sheet iron door and a combination lock. That's where the secret for the door and no one else was supposed to be. As soon as a shipment of ingredients was received, the boxes were put behind the iron door by either Mr. Robinson or my father. The packages were lifted from the cases, and all labels on the tin cans or bottles were scratched off. He did not allow written notes. Containers of ingredients from which the labels had been removed were identified only by sight, smell, and remembering where each was put on the shelf. To be safe, my father stood by me several times while I compounded this unique flavoring extract. Each episode used the right ingredients. The company had a laboratory space located on the third floor in the corner of the building. It was a triangular-shaped room, enclosed with a sheet iron door and a combination of the tin cans or bottles were scratched off, avoiding the possibility of discovery of the contents. One of the proudest moments of my life were identified by sight, smell, and remembering.
Unfortunately, none of the products remained on the market for very long, and their credibility remains suspect.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's the greatest mystery of all time. The original formula for the parasol has not been able to substantiate her
This is where it's kept. It is. This is where it's kept. There it is. Okay, got the official word.
You have to have a biometric. So how many people can know the secret? Only 2 used to know.
Well, yeah, what they do is, so they have different plants. So each plant just does a different portion of it. So no individual knows the whole thing. So yeah, so you would have your plant, I would have my plant, he would have his plant.
Nice.
So we just do different parts, so there's not one person knows the whole thing.
Nice.
Very interesting.
Cool. Cool idea.
Well, I hope you guys have a great trip.
Okay, we're allowed to go in and taste test. Hi guys.
Come on in, you have history and artifacts this way.
Oh.
Until finally his form was ready for a taste test. The sun was the sixth.
Where's the show? The register of stockholders.
In 1885, the land took its first taste of that exciting merchandise. You see, viruses are
To there, to practically everywhere. How did Coca-Cola get from here to here? It began with a bit of serendipity. One day in 1887, Atlanta pharmacist and entrepreneur Asa G. Cannon tasted his first Coca-Cola. 15 years earlier, he came to town with nothing but $1.75 in his pocket, and now he was the most successful druggist in the city. In the meantime, John Pemberton, the inventor of Coca-Cola, had proved that he was, well, a much better inventor than he was a businessman. He sold only $50 worth of syrup over the summer of 1886. Mr. Cannon loved his first taste of Coca-Cola, but he didn't buy a second one. He bought the company for $300.
As the new owner of the secret formula, he added his own special ingredient, marketing brilliance. Canberra was a master at convincing soda companies to add Coca-Cola to their offering. And he had 101 ideas for getting their customers to try Coca-Cola. Ideas like free sampling, a true innovation in his time. Soon, the popularity of Pause That Refreshes spread all across the country. That's how Coca-Cola truly started the journey from here to there to practically everywhere.
What are they? The assembly line markers. Wait, how do you just go down?
Back in 1926.
Yeah, it's amazing. All the vending machines. So this is the torch that was used in the London Olympics. Fantastic. Nice presentation there, sir.
The Olympics were in London. Now, Sochi was designed after the concept of a phoenix feather. Littlehammer was a big Norwegian weapon, but it actually went off the end of a ski jump during the relay. Nagano's kind of the concept of samurai swords. Sydney was fitted with a flare insert, even though it looks like the Opera House, so it could be swum underwater on the Great Barrier Reef. Beijing is a classic Chinese scroll. Torino, designed by Pininfarina, designed off a Ferrari. Athens, nothing's more exciting from the side because it's half wood. Vancouver, and then of course it's Sydney, towards the 100th anniversary of the Olympics over in Atlanta.
There's a signed guitar. There is a record. It says, "It's the real thing." Mean Joe Green poster, advertisement.
It all started so simply, but after 75 years of offering a single product, the Coca-Cola Company had a few new ideas. First came Minute Maid, Sprite, and today, they come sports drinks, juices, bottled water, coffees and teas, or the product that started it all, Coca-Cola. The company has a drink to fit the thirst. Which is why, over a century later, the story of the Coca-Cola Company is really just beginning.
Not much, but
Look, he's taking the 6 bottles.
and there goes through here.
So they get separated somehow.
They get over to here. We go up to here. Oh, they're heading up here. Oh, they go this way. Okay, so they apparently come over to here. They queue up in a line. Then they go around the machine. And they're getting filled. Coming in empty.
Where are they coming?
They're coming in empty on the left.
But how are they getting filled?
They're going into the circle. They're putting a pressure thing on the top of it.
And then how do
They're
they
getting
come out?
filled, and when they come
They're
out.
getting filled on the back side, on the other side.
Correct. And then they make it over to here. And at some point, they're getting, when are the caps getting put on?
20 bottles every minute.
See, where's the caps? Still no caps. So we have the bottles are up here. They're still uncapped at this point. They're making their way over here.
Here, they're coming this way.
Are they?
Yeah, they're full of,
Oh, so they're being capped up there?
I don't know, they're coming this way, but I don't see where they come out. When they come down, they look empty.
Huh.
I lost them.
We're dumping them out.
Oh, you
They're not being capped.
Today we are.
They're
Today
just
we're doing a
getting
simulator
dumped.
run.
And so then they come down here and they're empty.
No caps today. Send them up through the ceiling to the tasting room where you get them on the way out.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, this keeps the system going when we don't need the Coke.
Got
We do 12,000 bottles a day at 20 a minute. Normally it's over 1,000 a minute. And we're only expecting 3,000 guests.
Oh, okay.
So that's way too much Coke. So
Wow.
we fill our quota and then we do simulator runs.
Right. The polar bear has abandoned the North Pole, and he has made his way up to the second level. There they are. Up. Okay, gotcha, Mama. Okay, let the young guys go. It's pretty amazing. Ah, yes. Santa. Exactly. Look at how nice this all is. We did good, Mom. This is very nice. Very nice. This is kind of the end of our little trip here. We're parked over here.
Yeah, over there.
To the right, yeah.
It worked out perfectly. We had just enough time. I could have drank a little more of the drinks, but it was too much.
Uh-huh. Very nice. Oh yeah, there's the Omni up
I
there.
come down here for work. I never have time to do this. This is always like by the time you get out, it's 5 o'clock.
This is right nearby.
Oh, yeah. We don't. This is just a Coca-Cola.
Okay, so you think that that's the real headquarters over there? Most likely. Yeah, makes sense. The same spot you were at the beginning. It's a little bit darker, but look at that. Cool stuff.